The weaver. Now, when you write with the weaver mindset, you use metaphor and sacred symbols and fold them in together in familiar theme to establish a narrative order. Use symbolism, the nature, the moon, the archetypes, and stories literally create worlds and convey important messages from those weaving together. Weaver archetypes use themes and artifacts to represent universal concepts as love, fear, power, and transformation by making new meanings with them, because combined with other things, then they become a synthesis and something else entirely. This allows them to explore the way these ideas resonates with an audience. The weaver can take unfamiliar items and tell them in familiar stories so that they're understandable. That's something that author and activist Clarissa Pinkola Estes is particularly good at. The weaver is a character who tells stories that bridge the mundane and the fantastical and can captivate their audience that way. I think that J.K. Rowling, as an author, did that really beautifully. Storytellers can tap into the collective unconscious to create a common language, and that's where a lot of those sacred symbols come from. And also that enable the weaver to make an emotional connection with their audience. Weaver archetypes use themes and artifacts to represent universal concepts such as love, fear, power, and they explore ideas in a way that resonate because they point to something larger, which our brains are always looking for that. In indigenous cultures, spiders are the weavers of creation. Depending on the tribe, she may be known as either the spider woman or the spider grandmother. The Navajos speak of a spider woman as the helper of humans, and she would teach people about agriculture and how to weave. She would often appear in stories as a helper and a protector of the innocent. The weaver is the ultimate storyteller. She is the sacred and supreme creatrix. She is a maker of metaphors, a user of symbols. She dances with ancestral music. And she weaves order from chaos to deliver a message of wisdom for the world at large. So let's just jump right into that writing exercise. The weaver and her job as an architect is to create using patterns and symbols. Imagine the weaver at her loom. She combines threads and ropes and sacred symbols. She braids them together into a story as old as time. Each story she weaves helps us to understand place in the world. She conjures new ideas literally into being. She is the ultimate webmaster, spinning life into motion. Imagine the weaver standing beside you. Breathe in her fragrance. Feel the heat of her body next to yours. And now imagine that the weaver dissolves into you, downloading her vast wisdom as you become one. She gifts you with an object. She gives you a gift. And imagine that that object is imbued with a sacred meaning, and that it is the essential element connecting the ordinary with the sacred. It could be a keychain or a paperweight or a garden gnome. As you wrap yourself in the silken robes of the weaver and sit down to your magic loom to spin meaning into being, what is the story that wants to be told through you now? I'm going to set the timer for 3 minutes. And when you're ready, open your eyes, and you have 3 minutes to conjure a story about the weaver. Whoa, that was amazing. The last thing that came through on that particular journaling exercise is that the weaver is even now weaving a new world story. How was that journaling exercise? Did anybody else have any insight? Anything that came through that's particularly fun or surprising?